traditionally what NBC has done as a broadcaster is try and reach many different types of people with one message. What we're trying to do here is a little bit different. With our web brand, which we're calling Locals Only, it's very much about micro-targeting a very select group that we call social capitalists. Social capitalists are very active in their communities. They like to dine out. They like to be a part of their city. They like to know what's going on within the government. And also they tend to be high users of media, both online and offline, but obviously especially online. So we know our audience, we know who we're going for, and then it's about building content, aggregating content, editing content, and creating a really positive user experience.
The websites are not traditional news sites, and they're no longer a direct extension of the TV stations. When we relaunched them in November, the new editorial vision was rolled out. We want the sites to be city websites. They have a large amount of commentary, analysis, point of view, and the content comes from a variety of sources. So the content is created on a local level by the TV stations and the local markets owned that NBC owns. There's 10 websites, 10 TV stations. We also have a freelance network that we've recruited over the last year. There's about 60 writers and video journalists who create original content for the websites.
We launched in November the first sites that came out the door in this Locals Only city site vision that we had. This summer we're going to be launching our 2.0 version. Which is going to be much more around social media, much more around simpler distribution capabilities so people can take the content to more places. And ultimately it's going to be more about the community itself. So the New York site will feel more authentically New York, the Bay Area site will feel more authentically Bay Area, and Miami will feel like you're living out on South Beach. So we're very excited about that. Stay tuned for that early this summer. We are right now still focused on the branded advertising experience. We have paid search, we have a partnership in place with companies that bring us more performance-based marketing, but in the end we're selling to branded advertisers primarily who are looking to reach the audience that I described, the social capitalists, on what we hope are really premium experience sites.
So we're curating content from other sources that we think are top-notch, sources that matter to the people in the city. So we have a lot of local partnerships here in New York. New York Magazine is one of those partnerships. Curbed, Eater, and Racked are a partnership. We host various stories, blog posts from them on the sites on a given day. We also have national partnerships, Politico, where we host their analysis, their commentary on the site. The idea is we've identified partnerships, again, across all the markets, also a few national partnerships that we think add to the site that really are important when you're talking about the city. We're not pretending that NBC is the only news organization in the cities. We're saying that if you come to the sites, we'll tell you what we think is important, we'll tell you what you should know, and the idea is we're capturing the pulse of the city. So on a given moment of a given day, the biggest story could be a political story, but it also could be a sample sale in Lower Manhattan. We want to give you actionable information and tell you where it is and how you can get there and why it's important.
So in the world where things are becoming non-destination, what is your sort of, is NBC Local destination? Is there a syndication element to it? Where do people consume
Another
this
good
stuff?
question. I think the answer is to be everywhere, or to be everywhere as best you can. So we put a big focus on having a destination. On your destination, the economics are best. You can brand yourself most appropriately. The audience really knows that they're part of the NBC City branded experience. That being said, certainly our audiences live all across the web. We actually have more of our video right now consumed on third-party websites than we actually do on our own websites. And we frequently see pickups and link outs of our content on the Yahoo homepage, on Drudge Report, Huffington Post, etc. So we believe in syndication, we believe in distribution, we also believe in having our own homegrown experience.